Alright, welcome everyone. I'm doing commentary on the finals of the big money tournament with the tournament organizer Ceprix or Hex, whatever. How is it?
Yeah,
Is it executable, or how do you even pronounce it properly?
just just Seprix is fun. Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
German witch name, if nothing
Yeah.
else.
Anyway, the low down of this is that JNails and E.Honda squared off. JNails was in the losers bracket, which means he had to reset the bracket, and he did. So this is pretty much whoever wins this set wins it all. First to four wins. Any ties are game reset with random board. First player goes first. Winner wins like I think $125, and second place is like $50. I think. Let me look.
Yeah, something like that.
It's. I mean, it was like the Triassic period last time I looked at these rules, so I don't even remember my own rules anymore. It was 120 and 50. Okay, cool.
And then third was Fatty.
Yeah, Dan
I
Brooks
see.
already got that. So Dan Brooks was third place.
So yeah, but first to four ties are replayed with the same starting
Yep.
player.
Not replayed. I
Well,
mean,
obviously on a
it's
new kingdom.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, no one ever replays the same kingdom. Like, that's just
Oh
silly.
God.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Swamp exterminate that ended in a tie. Let's play it again. Maybe the summit will be different. Oh, this possession donate board. Hmm.
Oh man, that would be awful.
Possession donate. Yeah, yeah, that would be
It would
good.
be. It would be funny though. At the same time, for
Well,
everyone who's not playing the board, it would be funny.
I assume one of them has it banned anyway.
Yeah.
I had a
Now I don't even
possession way
think.
of the horse game just 10 minutes ago or something, and I didn't realize it was possession way of the horse. Oh hey, you can open recruiter. That's a thing you want to do. Doesn't really work nicely though with Star Chart because you still have a 12 card deck.
No.
So they both have the 3/6. You could consider Bonfire Recruiter. Really not that great on the whole thing though. Could even be Camel Train Recruiter, but also not particularly inspiring. Watchtower has some use with Curse Gold, but yeah, not that much either.
What if
Um,
you did something that wasn't recruiter? No, that's stupid.
what
I was
if
thinking
what
maybe
if you did
Puka.
something that isn't the second best card in the game?
Yeah, I'm like, well, what if you do Puka? Because if you do Puka Star Chart, the cycling problem isn't a problem anymore, and it lets you get to next shuffle. Then you get to top deck
Yeah.
recruiter. I could see
Well,
it.
are you hitting 5 though?
You might with a curse gold, but yeah, it is risky.
I mean,
It is
even if you
pretty
do, you
risky.
now have 2 curses, but I guess that's okay-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bonfire Recruiter is definitely okay. I'm not seeing a really clear best open.
yeah.
I mean, you're clearly doing governor stuff. That's, happening. You're also going to use Camel Train, because the
Oh
on-game
god, of
is kind of
course.
nice and don't play isn't bad.
And then you
Um,
can nuke it later for a duchy or something
or free
as well.
villagers
3 villagers.
when you recruit it.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
I don't think treasure maps come into play. I mean,
No,
I'd rather just get more Camel Trains at that point.
like governor makes golds just fine.
Yes, plentiful draw. There is Wild Hunt, but yeah, I mean, Governor doesn't really care that there's Wild Hunt. It's just gonna raise provinces.
Yeah. I feel like
Um,
I've seen this board before. I don't know why, but I
a
feel like I've seen
really
this board
odd
before.
line, I guess, would be to open Watchtower Star Chart, which would trigger a shuffle after turn 3. On this, like at the same time, you're not particularly likely to do much on that turn 3 other than triggering the shuffle. If you do hit 5, it would be amazing, but yeah, it's.
Okay, so I hope the other player goes for like bonfire to make it interesting. because none of these opens. I still have no
I mean,
clue
the
which.
star shot just doesn't do much, right? It
It
just
doesn't
makes
do that much.
sure that
No.
recruiter doesn't bottom deck, which I don't know. It's not the most inspiring thing I've seen.
Well, JNails can get a den here, which triggers the shuffle. Maybe you should.
Oh yeah, I guess it does that, right? If you had five, you can undo den. And I mean, it's a really good den. I think it is a den. Like, what else? Now you have three coppers on top, two estates. What you
Yeah.
you
Could
bonfire
get.
bonfire? No, that's just yeah. I like the den for sure.
Yeah, you get to cycle.
Alright, I guess Starship does do that. If you find this curse card, you're gonna probably hit five for den, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I guess the Starship open has that going forward. It's not really unlikely to get there either, and you see what 6 cards from your 11 cards. So it's like, yeah, it's a 6 and 11 to work. That you find curse skull, and I mean, slightly less that you then also hit five, but not much less. Oh, surely taking recruiter. Does it re-trigger a shuffle? I think it does, right? Yeah. So that's nice that you get to guarantee play it on
Yeah.
5 as well.
So there's 2 lines you could do here. I mean, there's a lot of lines you could do here. You could take a Puka to thin more. You could take a Governor. I'm thinking Den or Governor. Maybe second recruiter.
I want Puka.
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, I really dislike the governor right now. It seems really bad to me, honestly. Like, you have to then imply, right? So you really want another draw card this turn.
You get to top deck the Puka. There's a
Yeah.
guaranteed copper on top. Yeah, I think Puka here makes the most
Yeah, I
sense.
definitely don't want another den. It doesn't seem to accomplish all that much. I mean, buys are sort of expensive, so having a copper trasher is nice, and obviously recruiter's preoccupied, and
Yeah,
Puka's a much better copper trasher, so yeah, there should be Puka, and then next turn you can either look at Camel Train or Governor.
yeah, I agree with that.
Not sure if you ever get the Camel Train, but I think you do, because otherwise you're like only doing Governor stuff. I
Well,
mean,
if you get the camel train, you get to get double governors after
yeah, you
one
also get
turn
a
delay.
gold once you start getting golds, which
Yeah,
is nothing. So I do think you play with a Camel Train, even though it's a bit sad to buy it with probably like 6, 7 money. Well, I guess not really that much, because you're not gonna play the Curse Gold and Corpus will get trashed. So if you do Puka now and Puka next turn trashes, you had exactly 5 money. So if you buy a Camel Train next turn and then the turn after, you don't have to play Curse Gold. You have exactly 5 money for the Governor. So that's a nice line where there's no awkwardness. So if you time Puka right now, you never have problems of actually hitting 5 or having to play Curse Gold to hit 5. And then after that, it's never a problem because you can just do Governor for gold anyway.
yeah. I'm trying to see a world where you play with Wild Hunt, and I'm not seeing it. Other than like I'm desperate.
It doesn't really save you from that position either,
No,
though.
I know.
It's not even E.Honda's turn. Why are we calling
It's
E.Honda slow when it's not even his decision to
yeah.
make? And Cave, you're really slow to see whose turn it is.
Oh god. Um,
uh,
no, I don't blame anyone for taking their time. I mean, $125 is on the line. So, oh no.
oh.
I mean, it's not the worst line. I feel like all the fives are reasonable except for Hunt, but Den might be the worst of the ones that are
Yeah, I
reasonable.
really don't like
Probably.
that then. Puka seems so much cleaner.
I wouldn't call Den bad, just a lot worse.
I
Which
also don't
maybe there
really
is
like the
functionally.
recruiter. Like, the second recruiter seems quite a bit worse to me than the Puka. I mean, I still prefer it over the Den, I think, but... So what now? Now you don't want the Puka anymore. Now what? Now you get
Well,
Governor, which is super awkward.
Now Camel Train's a little awkward. I mean, you're almost certainly going to hit 5 next turn, but
The
then you have to
problem
top
with
deck the
Camel
Camel Train.
Train now is that it's not very I guess it's not that unlikely, but it's also not very likely that you get to hit 5 with the camel train, and at that point,
Yeah.
camel train doesn't do much. Which is a big problem of the stand line, that now you don't have a clean
Well,
turn 5 buy.
the top, one of his 3 cards on top is the curse gold. So
Yeah, but
all he
you
has to
don't.
do is
I
find.
mean, I guess, but you also don't want the curse. Like
No.
it's okay. That's a clear camel train buy for Honda here, because what else are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, he better find the camel train. I'm surprised he top decked the Den and not the camel train, given that he had a guaranteed 5 in
Didn't he
hand.
top deck recruiter?
Oh, did he? Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I didn't see, but I'd have to assume he did.
Okay. All right.
That would at least make the most sense to me.
I don't know why. Okay. I'm just not
Yeah,
paying
Puka would have
attention.
been so much nicer. I mean, yeah.
Puka.
Yeah, I agree that Puka was still a buy there for what it's worth. For
Yeah.
JNails, because he doesn't have the second recruiter, right? Alright, this is fine. You just take a curse, whatever. You still wish this first recruiter would have been a Puka, because then you would have just drawn 2 more cards, but oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you take 2 governors. I'm not really
I
seeing an
don't.
alternative.
I don't know what he's thinking about here.
Yeah, I really don't
Because
see any other play.
yeah, okay. I hope no one can hear the screaming going on downstairs.
Sure,
So,
let's pretend.
okay, so you can. No, that's not good.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just I think you top the governor. I expect we have to play 1 for draw anyway, but I guess you have
The
4,
screams are
6,
falling
8, 10,
apart.
12, 13 cards. So after drawing, there's 6 cards. Recruiter draws 4 of them. So ideally, you have 1 governor draw. Yeah, you have to have 1 governor draw anyway. So you might as well top the governor instead of the recruiter there, because you're gonna have to, like, on an ideal turn, you would have to do it anyway, and then that's the best chance of finding all your cards.
Well, Dave, or the whole point of having a loser's dungeon is to hear them scream. Like, what point is there having a loser's dungeon if you can't enjoy their agony? Let's see. JNails.
I mean, you get 3 governors here, I assume.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm really puzzled why Honda top decked the recruiter. Like, that seems pretty wrong to me. I mean, just draw with governor now, and then other governor gains gold, and recruiter draws. What?
Okay.
Why would you not draw with the other governor for what? So confused. What?
Hmm. And again, he could have drawn 2 extra cards here. He could have drawn deck even without.
Well, he wouldn't have drawn that, because if you exile the gold, then there's 1 additional
Yeah.
gold on top. But do you care? Not really. You just want to find the other gold, so you don't have to play the curse gold. Like, this is annoying now.
Yeah. ×2 wild hunt now. I think I want all the governors before I worry about the wild hunts. Although maybe
I think it's
that's not.
fine to get wild hunts now. You're gonna use most of your governors for draw. You might as well play with wild hunts instead.
That's true. You don't need that many governors. Just 4 is fine, but
I
it's
mean,
not
I
ideal.
think 2 wild hunts are all you're gonna get. You get the 2 now, and then from there on out, it's definitely governors. There's also the thing where if you get 2 governors now, they get free, and then you can't get governors anymore anyway. And then for your next turn, you'd rather have the wild hunts. So essentially, it's a question of, do I want wild hunts and governors, or do I want governors and then wild hunts, and then wild
Wait,
hunts?
what?
Or you do, isn't that
Double camel train.
isn't that free Wow, that's free.
Was that 3 camel trains? No, it was like 2, right? Because he
Yeah, but
exiled one
2
and he bought
additional
one.
ones, so we're at 3
Yeah.
total. That's
He's doing it, I assume, because he wants the golds and then he wants to remodel them?
I
That's
mean, I
what
would
I
just want
assume.
some. I mean, I guess he does have that control if he plays all governors for draw. That's fine.
But then he
I
can't
mean,
remodel the camel trains, but I guess he can use them as a gain first. Yeah, okay. I don't like it at all, but I don't think it's the worst thing either. Like,
it's
the worst thing would be
okay.
like going for treasure map or something. So,
I mean, Puka will stay at 10 at this point.
yeah.
Because you don't want free Pukas.
Plus sunk cost fallacy. But, I mean, I don't think it makes sense to get Puka at this point anyway. It's like turn 8.
Nah, you definitely don't take free governors right now. Like, that doesn't make much sense to lower the governors right now. Because you're going to get this, about the same amount either way. And then Wild is just better for you right now. Okay, just the governors. Well, I don't agree. And this is going to sound overly harsh, but when you explain governor to newer people, you're like, only use governors for the components that no other card already does. And here there's like Wild Hunt, which, you know, with infinite villagers more or less. So you tell that guy, just get Wild Hunts instead. But here we are, Russian governors. I mean, what this governor thing does is it denies Honda from taking 4 governors with the camel trains. So now he can't buy a governor efficiently, so he's forced into 4 Wild Hunts, if you can even call that a bad thing.
I find it funny that we both agreed that Wild Hunts probably wouldn't even be relevant, and now we're just
I
talking
mean, you
about
look
them.
at the kingdom. That's why I always say, like, I can't say how a kingdom will play out.
Yeah.
Like, I think it always should lead to Wild Hunts, but I only know that after having seen it. Well, I guess I could
That
think
was
about it a
4
very long
Wild
time.
Hunts, though.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, what else are you doing on a turn?
yeah, I agree.
You don't get 2 governors, so I guess you get 4 hunts.
So, what I'm afraid JNails is going to do here is he's just going to take the rest of the governors, which
I mean, he will.
I don't even think it's that good. I think it's not that efficient.
I think I would rather have 8 than 2 governors and
Yeah, but
stuff.
6 and 8 isn't that much of a
But
difference.
why aren't we doing camel train on governor and then turning the silver into governor?
I don't know. I'm
Huh.
not. I'm not sure.
Like now we. I mean, I guess we can still do it on the camel train trash.
Yeah, but all right. How does JNails win here? What's his game plan? Just rush provinces because you're surely not going to win if the game goes long enough with the wild hunts.
I mean, you can always just gain and play 1. Right, so your opponent can't just leave wild hunts up too much.
That's true, but E.Honda can still cash in 3 VP a turn.
I'm again not seeing the need for a second recruiter on this board. Like, I don't like that he gain and play the second recruiter. It just doesn't seem to fulfill any function that a Puka right now. Like, right now I would wanted a Puka. If you do that line instead of getting a recruiter, get a Puka, because you're gonna get a lot of golds because you have 2 golds exiled, right?
Yeah.
Or you could even exile more first, but yeah, I don't know. Bit
And then
strange.
JNails could say bum rush 3 provinces, and then really E.Honda can't do anything, and then, yeah.
I assume he buys 3 wild hunts here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would hope so. To keep E.Honda apparently honest about estates, as if JNails couldn't just gain 1 mid turn anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, draw's draw. Just take the draw.
I mean, I assume you exile a governor, turn silver into governors here. That seems
Yeah, I
pretty
would.
clearly something you want to do right now.
That's what I would do here. I played The Witcher 3 so I could make Wild Hunt jokes, but I haven't played more than 10 minutes of The Witcher 3. So I can't. I've been meaning to, but
Well, okay, the thing is you only want one puka, right? And with Camel Train, it's oftentimes 3 of the same thing, and then you don't want 3 pukas. I agree that they should have gotten a puka on turn 4. Yeah, it was turn 4. But,
yeah.
yeah. Or even last turn for JNails, I still would have preferred it over their second recruiter.
I got a ping. Is there a link to see the match? Oh, this was like. Oh, he's already. Okay, cool. He's in the
So,
PC, so he knows what he's doing.
you're
All
definitely
right.
getting the 2 governors. The question is, what else are you exiling? Because it might just be golds at this point.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
I
would
I
still
don't.
consider like getting a puka for governor trash. It's probably too late at this point, or you just want to get golds and stuff. Trash is the golds.
Okay, so he's just going to empty the wild hunts now? Okay. Is he going
What's
for a pile out? That's not possible? I
what's
mean, JNails is
the
gonna.
point of doing the exiling now? Why do we play this camel train on the exiling governor right now if we're not gonna gain governor?
To prevent JNails from gaining and playing a governor with the
But like,
camel train, I
well,
assume?
there's no forecast anyway in these decks, but so it probably doesn't matter at what point
I,
you
I
do.
meant I meant on JNails' turn, like if he remodeled a card into a card and he couldn't just take 2 governors.
How is this?
But that doesn't
Wait.
make much
How
sense.
would we win? How are you gaining
Well,
8 estates? I mean, you can pile the governors, okay, but what's the third pile? There's no way you're getting 8 estates. No, you're not getting 8 estates. No. What? No, it's not. I refuse to believe 8 estates is even remotely close. I would be shocked if you could get 6.
what I'm worried about here is let's check the trash. Okay, both curse golds are gone, so curses are out of the equation unless you camel train them, which is funny. I mean, I don't know that. I feel like JNails
Yes.
could clutch this out. I feel like he potentially has a win. This feels dangerous.
I mean, Honda definitely does not have a win here.
No,
We're
I
currently at
don't know
5
that.
estates gain, and that's all it's gonna be.
I'm not sure that JNails has a win, but I'm also not sure that he doesn't. Like, it just seems a little scary.
How's the 6 estates? Okay, I guess it is 6 estates. Fine. But it's not 8. Far from it.
I'm counting 3, 4, 5
And goodbye,
estates. There must
everyone.
be another. Yeah, there must be another wild hunt in the discard.
No. I mean, 3 wild hunts to go in a place, and then just buying an estate is 6 estates. But 2 estates is pretty far off. Even 1 estate is pretty far off.
He could have had 7. I don't
Really?
know that he could have.
I don't think he could have either. But the wild hunt drew 3 important cards. The recruiter can at most draw 2. So, yeah. I mean,
Maybe with a puka he could have gotten. Could have gotten there, maybe. But.
well, gain and playing a puka doesn't lower a pile, so
Well,
that doesn't help.
I meant way earlier in the game, but yeah. I mean, his deck would be way thinner if he had a Puka.
Well, the Puka would trash a copper, right? And then you wouldn't
Yes.
have money to buy an estate at the end, so that also wouldn't work. Anyway, it obviously wasn't
You,
there. This is.
okay, why are we killing gold and not curse there? Seems weird.
I mean, you definitely take the wild hunt points. I thought we would also get a province. I guess we can still do that if governor gains gold.
So JNails has 2 governors total, alright.
What?
He has, yeah, JNails has 2 governors.
Janus has 6 governors, but
Oh, yeah, right.
I guess 2 and 6
I got
are
confused. He
close.
got 6. He got 6.
Very confused there.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
3 wild hunts only. Yeah. Uh, why are we trashing gold instead of gaining gold?
I don't know. Like he could
Is
have bought
there
a
really?
province
Is there, I
instead of.
mean, I guess you bonfire now. Maybe might as
Yeah,
well. But
seems.
not having a gold in the deck is a pretty big issue in Governor games. Like, you really want to end your penultimate turn with some golds.
So how does JNails not just win on this turn?
Well, what's the pile? Because he only
It
has 3
states.
wild hunts, right? So piling states is not happening.
Well, governor can remodel some coppers into estates.
Yeah, but
So
he also needs a lot of draw for that. I don't know if he
that's
has that.
that's true. He does have Den down, and he does have a recruiter. So that's 4 draw there. He can draw. He can play 1 governor guaranteed for draw. He does because he's not going to be able to remodel all of the
Does he
coppers
even
because
have
he
the
doesn't.
coppers for it?
No, which is why some of them will draw. I don't. So if he only has 3 wild hunts, yeah, maybe let's see. We'll find out. Anyway, he needs to draw with governor here. Um, I said draw with governor. I guess he just doesn't think it's possible.
Well, there's no way to gain and play a camel train, so. I mean, you might not want to kill it before you trigger a shuffle, is the main thing.
I mean, no matter what, you would have drawn with governor first, I think, over the wild hunts. Because, like, what are you doing with 6 governors? You're not going to empty the provinces or anything, right? Maybe he can get 4 provinces, but then E.Honda just wins. I imagine.
Well, this is, what, 6 estate gains?
You know, it's funny because JNails probably would have just had it if he had just drawn with the governors.
Wait, how is this at Sigmatic? I'm not seeing the last gain. 4 of governors, 1 of wild hunt, 1 of buy. What's the 7th?
Like, if one of these governors was just draw instead of the wild hunt being draw, I think he would have
Yeah,
just.
I mean, then this would be a win, but he
Yeah.
too.
So he did have the coppers for it. I find it kind of fun. Well, yeah. Because there's no forecast. That's not true. E.Honda did buy the Bard, but you take that risk. I
Man,
think it's
if Camel
JNails.
Train could exile victory cards, it would be pretty good. You know, you could exile provinces or colonies.
That would be kind of broken. Open double camel train.
I mean, how do you even go from here? Because you're not going to win at this point, right? This is all your governors, all your wild hunts. So, there's not going to be a win here. That's
Yeah,
one I can
JNails
see.
played too fast. He really should have just known to draw with the governor first. That's really bad that he didn't.
He had ample time to see that Honda was considering an estate pilot, so he should have been able to
Yeah.
be like, could I maybe do that? Yeah, these are all the governors and all the wild hunts. Like, there's not gonna be anything down there.
I mean, JNails might as well blow up the camel train at this point.
Only the free cave. There's no win.
That's not even true. You could nuke one into a duchy later, but I don't know. Like, other than duchy fuel, I don't see a reason to keep the camel train around. Like, what are you gonna lower? Nothing.
Are we trashing them? Uh, criticizing. Pretty clear mistakes.
I'm not trashing them. Like, I tend to be overly critical, but I'm like, these are both really good players. It just goes to show how hard Dominion is, especially in a high pressure setting.
I mean, the main thing we've disagreed with was no Puka. The opening was better than we've seen. And, yeah, that's not going for the win here. But, I mean, you know, that's not that many points to make. If you watch a ladder game, you can do that for every turn.
Yeah, so JNails is in a really bad spot now. Like, he can't do a lot here. He can't take 3 provinces because almost certainly E.Honda can just take. I think he could take 3, right? I think
No,
it's
he doesn't have any
possible.
golds, right? That's the main problem he has. And he doesn't have any golds
Okay,
exiled.
all right. Maybe this is fine then.
That's why I
Yeah,
wanted the
maybe.
bonfire for Honda, because, you know, you're going to have to gain and play golds. So draw is kind of critical. I don't think this Bard does anything.
I mean, E.Honda does have 19 cards to go through to find those golds to exile from the camel train, but he does have a lot of wild hunts
Yeah, but now
too.
you're gonna have to draw through these 19 cards, play camel trains. Governor has to first gain gold. Then you need to draw the gold with more draw, and then you need to play governor to trash the gold. It would be easier if you had three fewer cards to go through because you bonfired instead of buying Bard. I mean, the main thing Bard does is it increases the
It's
stat gains for Bard. But
well, I assume E.Honda bought it as like a condom for a duchy. That's essentially all I can
I mean,
because
then
it
he would
costs
probably
4.
top deck it with the star charge,
Yes,
if that was the
but
intention.
it's also a high roll for a buy boon or earth boon, or I don't even know what the earth boon would do. Maybe a lower camel train.
I mean, I would
That would
think
end it.
you have to score here as JNails, because my main worry is that Honda's gonna pile the estates. He doesn't have to recruit the Bard. He can recruit whatever. Like he has a province there. Good. Well, no, he doesn't have a province. Yeah, he does have a province. Yeah, so that's a good food. Yeah, you really have to score a lot here as JNails. Well, triple gets you to 24, which might not be enough. I mean, we're still considering what we trash here. Sort of haven't talked about what we would even trash. Um, I'd rather trash a camel train than the gold.
Yeah.
Because all camel train does is extra golds, I guess.
I still think he wants to draw at least one. No. No. Well, maybe. No. No.
I mean, I don't know if I would say he missed it. He didn't play in a way that would have enabled him to get there. But, like, none of the bottom 5 cards are the important cards, right? That's really unlikely. So, I'm not sure how likely he really was to get there. Was it very, very likely? I have serious troubles believing that's true. Because you have
I mean,
5 cards down there that don't matter.
either way, there's no reason he shouldn't be drawing at least with once with governor. I think.
I mean, I agree it was wrong, but I still don't think
Yeah.
it was like very likely for him to win there.
Yeah. Like, I just don't see you using 6 governors for gains or gold. Like, you just draw with one, I think. Like, you play to your outs, you do the calc.
You see, what I don't get is he's been spending a lot of time on what to trash with Recruiter, but he started his turn instantly. So what
He's
changed?
not just thinking about trashing, he's thinking
No, I
about what to
know,
do.
but now he's starting to think about the game state, reflecting. But that's thought processes that should have happened before he played his turn. Because he already, like, he missed the critical thing, I will say, because he didn't spend the time that he spends now. He should have spent that time earlier instead of now. Like,
He may have made a mistake. There's just so many different things that could happen. I don't know if he's recording or not, but we could find out later if he is.
they're gold somewhere.
You
No,
take the
there isn't.
estate. The estate's risky. I don't
No,
know that you
I
take the
don't think
estate.
it makes it. I mean, you need the points, and you need to deny the points. The problem is if you don't take the estate, you're probably losing to an estate pilout. Whereas if you take the estate, that's not very. I mean, it's at least less likely to happen. Because, again, E.Honda doesn't have a gold, so it's not trivial for him to get a province, actually.
He has a win?
No, he does not.
Let's see. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How is he getting
Wait.
7 estates? He's not. So. This is like the exact hand he had earlier. Except now you have one fewer governor. Why would it not win?
Oh, I'm counting wrong. Let's see.
There's no win. We've had this scenario before.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you just played a recruiter here.
Camel train pile out. I don't see a camel train pile out.
It's because there is none.
At least I don't see one yet. I don't.
How are
I
you
don't
getting a camel train?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible, but I am tired and I do miss things that are obvious. So it is possible. Does he have 4 silvers? He has 2 silvers, right? I think he does. Let me scroll up here. 1 silver.
I think it's just the one.
It's just 1 silver. Okay. I think it makes more sense for him to have done whatever he was going to do with the governors before playing this recruiter. Maybe it doesn't
Why?
matter with the villagers. I was thinking he maybe burned a villager here more than he needed to.
I mean, you're definitely doing triple, right? But
Yes.
I don't
No.
like ending my turn without golds. At all. Because then I don't have potential to do much to counter whatever E.Honda does. So I would spend my last governor on gaining a gold. And then I guess that's the question of if you trash copper or then here. Or if you kill copper and then in bonfire, but that's not very hard.
Oh, Steph just joined.
The question is, do you need to dodge here, right? You go to about 27 right now. Do you need to go to 30? I don't think you do, because Honda has no gold. Man, if you do triple province, double duchy estate, killing, then what are you doing on your next turn? You have no goals, you're lacking draw, your deck is full of garbage. Like, your potential just went to utter dumpster. Honda can take a slow turn where he just lowers a bit of provinces and you can't do anything to oppose it anymore. So while it does keep you alive, it doesn't actually threaten anything for your next turn. Which just kills you slowly, in my opinion.
This is with taking triple province? With 3 provinces left?
Honda cannot triple.
Yeah.
He has
Well,
no golds. This is not happening. I don't believe it. I don't believe he has that much overdraw. I know he has the camel trains.
he has a lot of
I
wild
know
hunts.
you
Though.
only need to play one governor for gold. I still don't believe it's there. Maybe it is. I mean,
The wild hunts are gone. Doesn't he have 7 wild hunts? That's 21 cards of draw. You're telling me
he
he
also
doesn't
has
have the
two
draw?
recruiters, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
just a question of does he have enough actionable governor remodels after all the draw and gain golding has been done. I mean, it's only one governor that has to be played for gain gold. Gold gaining. Jeez.
Yeah, he has 4 governors. So that's 3 right there. He might have it.
I mean, he's definitely in a position where he threatens a lot of things, mostly the state pilot and
Yeah.
triple, I
I
guess.
think either way is JNails, unless the estate pile out is like imminent. There's no reason to take triple.
Well, the estate pilot is imminent, though.
Yes.
So you sort of have to, like, defending against one line opens up the other line. And
So
you
the
still
only
have to remain some potential in your deck, otherwise nothing matters. I don't know why you would play the Wild Hunt now. This is likely costing him a villager in the end. Unless he really... Yeah, I mean, isn't this shit... It's always going to cost him a villager, I think. Maybe I'm seeing... Maybe there's a line where it doesn't cost him a villager, but it's just...
is he going to gain? I could see him going max points here, killing Camel Train for Duchy, killing gold for Province. No. Don't do that. You might as well just buy Province then and get an extra gold. So kill Camel Train for Duchy, get 2 golds by Province, maybe? Does that save E.Honda? I mean, does that save JNails? 3.5 is impossible, R. Silverstein. Because I decided to be weird.
Hours or games? Both. At the same time.
Here's what I don't. Puka. Oh, he's gonna get 2 Pukas.
I don't dislike this. The problem is you're losing to states now, but if you triple, I don't think you're really doing much. And if you do the Dutch line, you just don't have a deck anymore.
Is he losing to state pile out? Let's see. 18. Oh, yeah, surely.
I think so.
Yeah, the states and province. I mean,
you might not even need the province.
all he has to do is get 1 point off the wild hunts, and then he wins because you can just trash a camel train for a duchy. So, yeah. Yeah, he needed to score more. I'm being lazy and not calculating this, but this line for sure.
Aren't we gonna play these? I mean, is it really that we delay the recruiter plays? Is there anything in the deck that we want to trash with the recruiters that we don't have already? Yeah, I want to play recruiters now. Yeah, the camels aren't doing anything for you anymore.
He could recruiter the bard if you wanted, but there's no reason to. You might as well do the camel train. Because bard could give you plus buy or make a pile out even easier.
Whoa, we're playing more governors. Wait, doesn't he only have one governor left now?
No, he's got 2, right?
Oh, two more.
Yeah. It's fine,
Well, we can
right?
also
Because
trash the curse, then we don't
if he
even need
plays
to.
all these wild hunts for oh, he even had a curse to trash. Wow, he didn't even need the
Yeah.
wild hunt points.
I mean, if you
Okay.
just gain 5 estates and then
This
go
is
into a
just
save,
trivial,
and
right?
then, yeah, this just easily wins.
He already had, like, he
Okay.
already almost has it already.
Well, no, he does have it already.
Yeah, he does.
And you can also just buy a dodgy. Or do this, whatever.
All right. Resign in 3, 2, 1. No. No resign.
Well, I think the play is to trash silver into treasure map. But
Okay, so E.Honda takes the first one.
you know, on a governor board that lasts 10 turns to come out on top as player 2, on a more or less deterministic opening where they both had the same turn 3, it's pretty odd.
And E.Honda only had 4
Like, you
governors.
would expect FPA to reach 85% or something with these conditions, but he did win in the end.
So develops interesting here, just because if anything, you can always play it as Way of the Mule.
Is that good?
But it's not that good, is the problem. Like, okay, you kill an estate into a develop. Eh. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. Which means it's bad.
None of
Um,
the opens seem particularly inspiring.
I mean, I still think you have to get develop
I
here,
mean, you're
just because there's
surely
no.
playing with develop, but I don't think Mule changes whether you get that or not.
It's
I
you
mean,
just open develop Overlord here or develop Herald. Because
let's
Overlord
see
lets
what I
you
do
get
with Overlord.
Outpost.
Is that
Overlord lets you
good?
do Outpost.
But Outpost isn't good on the early turns.
Now it's fine, right? Because it lets you cycle to your develop faster.
No, I don't think it's particularly fine, honestly. You'd rather just play the Overlord as develop at that point than play Outpost. I mean, if that's your ambition, then just open develop, save develop on the free for anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, the problem with the whole Overlord is vault for Grand Market. For one, you're in debt, so that's not working. And 2, Grand Market sucks. So yeah, those are problems. Like, I'm gaining my Grand Markets by developing 5s. I'm not doing some vault stuff to get them. Also, I
And you
really
even
only
get
want
a
one of them to get a buy.
Herald on top with it. So there's that as well.
Yeah, I do like the double develop line here, given save. I mean, it's a bit.
It's a bit weird though. So you're gonna get a lot of develops with these estates. I assume you just end up top decking silver at some point.
I mean, Duchess isn't the end of the world. I don't see why you would go develop Overlord. I don't see
Yeah, I
anything I
don't.
want to play Overlord as for that.
Okay.
Okay. Huh.
Oh no.
Well, do
So they
you...
both collide their pies.
I mean, you just mule one develop and play the other, and then you buy Herald, I assume. Wait, mule is the thing where you get action coin, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but JNails can't do any saving here with the Overlord. This is just rotten for him.
Well, you
That's
don't
what he
open
gets, I
Overlord.
guess. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you play it as over as Herald, because what else are you doing, right? I don't think you're developing to develop. You can't save the Overlord. You're in debt.
Well, the problem with Vault is you get out of debt and you still can't save. And then you also don't develop.
Yeah, you just have to play as Herald. Yeah. That's why I didn't like the Overlord opening. Or develops, huh? Lord. Is it
Uh,
time for one of the develops to get developed? Don't
I
think
think.
so. I mean, you gain a Duchess on top. That's pretty mediocre. And yeah, you have an estate in hand, so I have to assume that takes priority.
So there's a Herald in those top four.
Yeah, but most likely their order is just also gonna be cantrip to nothing, right? It's like 1 in 5. Yeah. Well, no, I guess it was more likely than that. These are a lot of develops gained.
Yeah. One issue is that the shuffle E.Honda is going to trigger since the Herald's on the bottom. If he top decks a Herald, is like not going to be great, but I still think you just top deck a Herald and Duchess.
I don't see any particular issue with triggering the shuffle.
Okay, another
Oh, stop
Overlord.
with the Overlord. They're
I
not
don't think
good.
they're not that good. No, like the only reason I could see doing that is for like Outpost, and then I again like I would get one Overlord tops here ever. And we already established that the
Oh, you do
well
the
he
Herald.
does.
You can do Herald
Oh
Duchess now and then Overlord
yeah,
Herald. That's pretty
yeah, that's
nice.
pretty sweet.
Oh, you do it on a Duchess though. Yeah, okay, you
What?
did.
Whoa.
No, this is correct. This is
Is
correct.
it?
Yeah, because now you look at the card before you draw it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I don't think you want this, honestly.
there's more develops in there too. So
I mean, yeah, like, what is this Overlord now? I guess another Herald, but yeah, I kind of wanted to play an Outpost potentially even.
ugh. Well, you just top deck a Herald and a Duchess, I guess. A lot of bad turns.
Duchess is the Oracle of Cargo Ships. Uh huh.
I don't.
I don't
That doesn't
even.
make. That doesn't make any. It's like word salad from an AI. Like I don't understand what that means. Um, yeah, deep sip. It's just some like Twitter bot. Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, you play as Overlord as Herald, I assume. I'm not seeing something else. Are you that worried about not triggering the shuffle? I'm not
no,
that worried.
I'm not worried.
Maybe I should be worried about that. I mean, you could play this as Mule and develop, and then. Well, I guess you could just save the Overlord at that point. But then you're not buying anything meaningful either. No Prince or Monument yet.
Well,
No.
I'm not getting either of those, so
Well, but
maybe a late game monument just as a one of when you're really thin, but even that is
wait a minute.
that might be like a oh,
Ooh.
Bard.
Noel wins gift.
Every time.
uh,
Every time. I mean, this is a short shuffle. He's
no,
got
it's
Herald in
not.
there.
Does he?
He's got a Herald in there. Yeah, surely.
Okay, then this isn't
He
too bad.
E.Honda's not the only one with like JNails surely has one Herald, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
one.
this
This is
is
fine.
fine. Then, yeah.
But man, that wind is still funny. Wind is so funny.
Man, greedy me wants to toss this Overlord so my Herald can find it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. This works out just great though. Man, E.Honda's really thin now. He's been patient, trashing coppers, and now it is paying off. I think I just kill this develop again into another Herald.
Yeah. I mean,
And
the
then
problem
top
is it
deck
does
Duchess.
come with the shitty Duchess every time. But you can toss the
Well,
Duchess.
yeah, you can just toss it.
I mean, you could also just kill 2 coppers here. What does
You
that put you
could.
at?
Not
1-3.
enough.
No. Not enough for a 5 cost.
Puts him at not enough to get a Herald, and I want all the
Well, it does
Heralds.
put you enough to Herald. Does it
No, it
not?
doesn't. Not killing 2 coppers doesn't.
Killing 2 coppers still gets you to 4. After that.
5, 6, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I want the 5 cost here.
I don't know what the Herald Prince talk is about. I don't see ever getting Prince here, honestly. Like, the decks don't struggle with inconsistency, and once you get then.
I mean, if there was a 7 cost, but there isn't.
The,
Be right back.
Alright. Does JNails just kill a copper here, or does he kill the estate into a develop? I kind of like the develop, although there is a problem in which E.Honda could potentially just empty the heralds here on his next turn. This is kind of sad for JNails that his herald didn't find anything. Yeah, Honda's way ahead. Yeah, JNails needed to basically have a pop-off turn here, and he didn't have it, so he's in deep trouble. I mean, he is the guy who opened Overlord. That's why he's way behind, because he didn't get to buy stuff early.
Honda's just gonna be able to gain and play an out +2, I would have to guess. Like,
Yeah.
should be pretty easily doable.
Yeah, I think JNails did have to just take Herald there. Just take the L and just get the Heralds, because surely E.Honda will just take all 3
We have
one way or
too
another.
many develops, I think. Tend to lose some of them.
Well, this needs to be outpost right here.
This is making it a bit annoyingly hard to gain and play an outpost, so I assume Overlord is just so, yeah, okay, that's fine.
So Duchess can be turned into... Meh.
I don't think Duchess gets turned into anything.
Yeah, no.
Far.
What?
Man, people are really, wait, what is this?
Why not just develop into... I feel like you could develop into something and draw it.
I mean, I'm guessing he just kills 3 coppers.
Maybe. Maybe that's fine. That's probably fine.
Well, I mean, you do go into your outpost turn, so these coppers are annoying.
They are. And then his develops just... Well, just trash develop into another herald. So that's fine.
Like, this is a safe line, which... Why not, you know?
Yeah.
Is this even better than muling the Duchess? Feels like the action might be relevant. You know what I like? Rent market's still at 9. Because that card is
speaking of which, E.Honda could...
Could what?
Let's see. He could toss with Vault here, toss 2 cards, Duchess develop. Or just double Duchess, actually, which is guaranteed safe. Gets him to Grand Market buy.
And that does what?
Well, it allows him to trash a Duchess into... Well, why would he do that?
I mean, why would you play it as Vault and not just... Yeah, Monumental Bard? I mean, I'm fine with buying GM here.
So now the Overlords have a bit of a problem that they're not very useful once you play one as Outpost. I mean, you can vault, I suppose, but
Yeah.
they're not that great, which is why I didn't really want more than one. JNails is just so behind. He's still not drawing deck.
I mean, he's also just not clean at all.
Yeah. Like, JNails has to Outpost here. Like, what are his top 4 cards? He's got 1 Herald in there. He has to do some nonsense then and hope for the best. But it's just getting less and less likely every turn that he pops off because E.Honda is just completely consistent. But JNails has to take a risk.
You probably have to play this as vault. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna save you by any means. Whoa. Okay, I guess we rather Mueller developed than discarded to vault. Okay, but now we didn't play Outpost, so yeah, I mean it's just completely lost.
Yeah, I agree with that. GG. So that's a 1-1.
Is it?
Clean play. Yeah, it is, right? Because no, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Yeah. Wow. So JNails is in a bit of a hole now.
I mean, I do think it was mostly the Overlord opening that also
Definitely
completely backfired, given his turn 3 draw. To be fair, but I still
it
don't
could
see
have gone. It could have gone a lot better.
I still don't see the upside, but okay. Like, not being able to use save is pretty bad in general. Putting yourself in debt with save, not a great feeling.
Nobody said BRB.
They
Oh,
did.
E.Honda said BRB. Wow, I'm just on a roll today. Wow.
So who do you think will win the championship this year? Oh, who are your contenders?
The usual suspects. I mean, JNails is the only one that really would be someone I would consider that I would not have considered last year, in addition to everyone else, because JNails has just been on fire this year. So, your usual suspects, RTT, I was going to say Steph, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Steph always wins the championship. Mick, you,
Naismith, surely.
there's Naismith as well.
We've got a lot
You
more
know what?
participants this year, right?
I'll exclude Dan Brooks just so he's motivated to play as
He's
hard
not
as he.
even signed up.
He's not even in.
So
Okay. Oh, then
I
I'll
mean, last
definitely
I checked, he
exclude Dan.
wasn't.
And I'll definitely exclude Dan this year.
But you never know if he's aware that he's not signed up. So.
Well, the sign-up deadline's the 11th. The late sign-up, that's tomorrow. So, the Canadian crew.
Nah.
Who's Canadian? That's even. Who's the best Canadian player? I don't even remember.
Well, Kepler, surely.
Oh, Kaplane, yeah. Kaplane's got a shot. An outside shot, but he's got a shot.
He's pretty inconsistent, which isn't good in such a long tournament.
Yeah. But even Mick, like consistency isn't that big a deal. You just have to get lucky for long enough.
Alright, what is this kingdom anyway?
A kingdom I hate because it's peasant with bad trashing. I really hate this board. This is the kind of board I ban peasant over because
Man,
someone will bottom deck peasant.
Shepherd peasant is about as infuriating of an open as you can have. Oh man.
You just open rat catcher peasant, right?
Nah, I think you do the shepherd.
I want to trash.
Yeah, I buy those red catcher on turn 3. With peasant, hopefully I can buy 2 of them.
Steph likes the rat catcher open. He usually opens double rat catcher, if I remember correctly. He wouldn't here, but that's usually the classic Steph open. If I remember correctly.
There's no 5 you rather get than shepherd, is there? Do you want cartographer? Eh.
You know, patrol is even really sad because it pulls the green out of your next hand for shepherd. Like,
Well, it's really good if you have a village in for play, man.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not a good turn ender.
I mean, Kato can high roll crazily, also can shepherd, but yeah, it's unclear to me which one is better. The main thing is shepherds are much more accessible, especially given alms. So that's a small point for cartographer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I want to open rat catcher here. In my opinion, I would open rat catcher peasant. I think. Like thinning a couple coppers just makes the shepherds a lot better.
I mean, it could also work really nicely with the peasant. Turn 3 peasant into turn 4 cartographer, or turn 3 cartographer, turn 3 peasant work really nicely. It's just a high variance. Bizarre?
Oh, sheesh.
I mean, you can buy a 2 in an alms, but yeah, no. No.
Oh man, this is a cartographer for E.Honda.
I mean, I assume JNails you buy 2 rat catchers, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so.
And then next thing you probably alms for another shepherd. Why do you want an engineer? TFI. Super uninspiring. No.
Engineer to become
You don't want the
shepherds.
second terminal, and you're gonna have 2 shepherds. That's all you want anyway. So there's no upside in the engineer that I can see.
I guess the best thing about Bazaar is that it's not capital.
I mean, okay. That's a fucking low benchmark, but sure.
I guess he can get a council room now. And it's still low odds for it to work, but if he does land it, it's decent. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't think Bazaar was good there. I'm trying to think of reasons why it would be. I'm just not.
You could get a second peasant, sure. I mean,
Cartographer.
yeah, I don't hate it either. I don't prefer.
I mean, if he gets a rat catcher here, it's fine.
Yeah, I do think you want one.
But I mean, rat catchers at 10 past second shuffle is a crime. Like, both players here need to click on rat catcher. At least I think they do. Maybe they don't. I have no clue. But
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to second shepherd, especially given the cartographer for JNails. Okay, this is also fine. I mean, there are a lot of lines which aren't easy or clear to evaluate here between what your buys are. You have choice of 3 valid choices, and I can't say which one is best. I mean, trashing is definitely usually smaller than just getting a bunch of peasants and progressing them.
I'm not too keen on the peasant this shuffle. I could see it next shuffle when you have the fugitive lowering the chance of collision, but
yeah, The collision chance was a bit scary there for sure. I definitely don't want another one right now. I mean, this should be another
Oh,
red catcher.
yeah.
Getting another peasant would be overkill. I mean, I do acknowledge
I'm
that it's your buy, but
I'm just waiting for the moment that one of these players just bottom decks a traveler and just loses because of it. Always happens in these games.
well,
Yep, JNails loses. Cool. Like it happens every time. Every time. That's why I hate these low tracking peasant games.
I'm not like I'm not calling this GG by any means.
No, but it's funny to call it GG.
He does
It's
have
not.
peasant.
It's not over because E.Honda can just bottom deck Disciple and then JNails wins because of that. Because really, the game is who bottom decks the last is really who loses. But
There's so much more to a game than that. Usually, I mean,
yeah, there is.
peasant
There is.
is definitely the
I
biggest
just
offender in that
this is
regard, but it's still very rarely that that's the
yes,
only
yes.
thing.
This just these kinds of peasant games are probably my number one pet peeve. So they just they're so annoying.
I mean, they're definitely annoying, but I don't
Yeah.
think this is GG by any means. I mean, you still play a one.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm making it. I'm joking, but oh my gosh, it sure feels like it.
I want the second shepherd right now with JNails. I
You
think.
know, the best part is JNails will collide his soul. Okay, yeah, he just. Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, if cartographer draws the other soldier, then it's good looking a bit rough.
Oh no. I mean, it would be cool if JNails lost this game and then won 3 in a row after for like the hero comeback. That would be the coolest.
And then lose the seventh game. Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, maybe, but
Alright.
oh, okay. I saw like
I
a
mean, this is
flash of action.
nice.
I saw a flash of action card. I'm like, oh no. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to draw again and hope you
Yeah.
don't, you know.
This is fine. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it does matter quite a bit. Does it not that you draw the soldier dead?
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. You're triggering the shuffle anyway. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not that big of a deal either.
I mean, you would mostly would have really liked to hit 5 there as well.
Ah, this is awful. And E.Honda finds the patrol just off the top.
With his
Like,
only
this
village.
is ridiculous.
And 75 is like way too low of an estimate at this point. Like you could easily go to 90 here and I wouldn't object. Anyway, I want another bazaar here.
Yeah, so do I. Cartographer is also fine.
Yeah.
Although it's not that great. I would just rather print bazaars with Disciple or Patrol even. Or really anything.
I mean, there's a bit of a concern where you don't have buy, but also not really that big of a concern.
Alright. Hey, a turn JNails has. I don't know why I didn't play the Ratcatcher first. Because what if he had drawn Disciple off the top? But whatever, not a big deal.
Yeah.
He almost certainly collides his draw card with Bazaar, and Disciple next turn, so he'll get to clone his draw card. Yeah, this is rough.
I think this is either Engineer or Council Room or Peasant.
E.Honda has a Fugitive too, right?
Yeah.
So I could see Peasant here. But you're just drawing deck next turn, so you might as well Engineer.
What do you Disciple there? Oh well. Get to think about it later. I mean, you can't even trigger the shuffle as JNails, so you might just leave Shepherd to stay top decked and draw the coppers.
I think I agree with that. once again, all it like JNails way over travelered way too soon, a shuffle too soon, in my opinion, and it's really cost him. Like now he has peasant soldier collision again. I mean, this is over. I wouldn't resign this as JNails just because I'm already down 2-0, but in a normal setting, I would just resign here.
Okay, so it's
Oh
drawing
no.
exactly to the end of the shuffle.
I mean, this is
Um,
not. Yeah. Well, with that stuff on top, that's just really sad.
well,
I
sad
did.
or bad, rather. Like, if you know that's on top, you should never do this play.
Yeah, I didn't know that was on top.
No, me neither, but he should. You know? Yeah, this is just a lot worse now than it would have been otherwise. You don't at 5, and you don't have a good top deck, and yeah, it's all bad.
Yeah, JNails doesn't have a draw card. He doesn't have a bazaar. I I think he has 2 more rat catchers or something. I don't know if E.Honda's got 2 right. No, they both have 2, right?
Uh,
Do they both have 2 rat
I
catchers,
think
or is
so.
JNails the one with the 3 rat
I
catchers?
mean, it doesn't seem like a card that's hugely important at this point anymore, anyway.
No.
Well, so what you're trying to do, I guess, here is see if you can set up a Shepherd plus a State's top deck with the Fugitive discarding a Shepherd. Alright, you could draw with Bazaar, then Fugitive, discard Shepherd, and then you would discard 2 green cards, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I guess even just the one now with the Ratcatcher play. Alright.
Okay. So JNails is down 0-3. He needs to start picking up wins like now.
You would have drawn a Peasant or Silver. You just top deck 1 from the discard. Well, you draw 1 from the discard.
And E.Honda goes first too. That's yeah. This is going to be really hard for JNails. He has to be second player twice.
This is not
in
a
this
good
comeback.
kingdom for player 2 either.
No, it's definitely not.
What's your open, Amulet, and 1?
I don't want to do double amulet because I want to get to Margrave ASAP and I want to get to Witch ASAP.
Yeah.
Maybe Lone Amulet.
I think just patch and then.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not too concerned about the uniques. The uniques will come once I attack my opponent and he doesn't attack me.
Yeah.
Unless I can buy like coins and stuff with Margrave.
So what's your first 5? Is it just Margrave or Witch?
Oh, it's Margrave for sure, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Like here you buy coin. Because you want the coffer
definitely.
and then you buy a Margrave next turn.
Yeah.
I would
Man,
assume anyway.
Margrave's just better than Witch because it fucks your opponent, especially on a trashing turn, and
the
they have a
main thing
2-card
is
hand.
Margrave prevents your opponent from hitting 5, which does not. Especially as player 1, the Margrave is just...
Man, these draws from E.Honda, like a state on the bottom only has to spend 1 coffer instead of 2. It's perfect. Well, JNails needs to click Margrave here.
Yes. For sure.
Clicky Margrave.
I mean, Honda also had the turn 3 Amulet, then bottom decks in the state. Like, that's just not fair.
Which
Yeah,
is not Margrave.
really dislike the Witch.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, then. Margrave.
This is not the best hand for Honda, but oh well.
It's fine. He gets to attack.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you play the amulet or not. You're never gonna pop lamp anyway. It's completely inconsequential, other than revealing it, I guess, that you had it in hand. Which, I mean, does that really matter? Oh, Apostle was thinking about playing the amulet not as non-way. No.
No. You attack. You
No.
always attack.
That's not an option at all.
No. Mastermind from E.Honda. It seems a bit greedy.
Not really, right? Seems fine to me.
I mean, if he finds it with the witch, like, that's insane. Well.
I mean, that's a pop. And you play Mastermind.
Yeah.
And then you even get attacked. So
this is...
Yeah, this is...
Oh, God.
This is brutal.
I feel so bad for
And next turn you can wish for lost cities and then Margrave attack them afterwards.
Oh, man. This is rough.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
No, you have free card search base. I mean, I know it's not great on the wishes, but it's also not terrible on the wish.
I could see him just clicking on amulet here again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, could have also bought like double coin.
This is... Oh, maybe JNails can do it. This is a rough turn. Although, he gets to play his Mastermind, find Witch next turn, and then just laugh. Although if E.Honda top decks, like, Wish or something, and that's all he has in his next hand, it would be funny. I don't think JNails is back, but... Oh, whoa, he popped his lamp. Okay, he's back. He's back. He's behind, but he's back. Okay. I think I just click on Mastermind. Maybe no. There's no reason to.
You wish for Mastermind. You buy Margrave, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't want to buy Lost City mostly. Like, just don't buy Lost City.
The problem is JNails doesn't have coin down. He might be tempted to just click on Lost City, but I don't. Whoa. Okay, that's weird.
And with the start, it's back to.
Yeah. If E.Honda finds a witch here, oh god. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, it was a good run. That's so rough. I mean, man. This is a sad way to end it. Yeah. I'm expecting a GG now.
I mean, you don't even wish for 3 Lost Cities, do you? I mean, I guess some amount, but...
I just wish for another Mastermind.
We're not doing gold. Like, gold is not allowed.
I don't think anyone's gonna do gold.
No, Arcel suggested it, so I felt the need to respond.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would be wishing for Mastermind here.
I mean, you can't play it all, but like still, you don't want to.
Well, you're only playing one amulet anyway, so it's not even a decision.
I mean, you would play 2 if you could play 2.
I'm playing Mastermind, I'm playing Margrave, so therefore I must play one amulet. It's no ifs.
Does he have a coin down? Oh, he's a coin down. Well then, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you do play everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely play both. You don't duration balance your amulets.
Yeah, I agree with that. Take 4 cards out of your shuffle immediately and just kick off and witch him again. Oh, God. Oh, if he has witch in hand again next turn. You know he will, too. Like, it's just... This game is just absolutely intent on making JNails suffer, so you know he'll have witch in his next hand. Watch, he's gonna have witch in his hand.
Well, you buy another one here, right? To increase the chance that you do.
Oh yeah. You might as well. I mean, what else would you buy?
This game isn't about doing stuff yourself, it's about making your opponent miserable, so Bank doesn't really accomplish that.
Okay, GG. I mean, it was GG before, but yeah. JNails is not even remotely close to drawing his deck. He's about to take 3 more curses. I guess JNails does have a witch in these next 8 cards, but with the way this is going, he'll have bottom decked it, and then
Doesn't matter, he takes all 4 curses anyway.
Yeah, he does.
So yeah, you can mastermind a witch that doesn't give out curses next turn. Oh yay.
Yeah, that's true. This is just the worst way to end it. It's so sad. JNails is having a curse party. I think he's just gonna take 9 curses, right? That's how many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer to go out like this to a game where I can say, well, whatever, than coming back 3-3 and then being completely sad.
Yeah, but turn 10 taking 9 curses by turn 10 is borderline unfair.
I mean, I don't think JNails could have done anything this game. Well, he did do
no,
the witch,
no
which
way.
we didn't like, but that wouldn't have made the difference, I don't think.
No. Oh, no. Definitely not.
But yeah, I do think he played worse in the first 3 games, so I don't think this is unjustified result in the end. It's more clear than it probably should have been. Wait, did we? It was an odd discard for Honda to the Margrave, wasn't it?
Yeah. Whatever. He's just clicking, I think, at this point.
Okay.
Oh, Amulet.
But you draw 6 cards from the witch, so do you need to keep any bad cards?
He's just not thinking I wouldn't be thinking at this point. So it doesn't matter.
Well, you would like to play Nova Lost City right now, I guess, but it doesn't matter. You're probably gonna have to call the coin anyway, so.
The funny thing was at the start of the turn if game 1, the last turn JNails had, if he had just played things in a different order, he would have had a win. So
yeah. Oh yeah, it did cost the coin.
It wasn't that easy to see, but also you had to play for it too, just because the game would immediately end.
I mean, you can argue that calling a coin is a good thing to do at this point anyway. I don't think it is the case, but I mean, you don't mind having it in your deck because you're overdrawing anyway.
Well, this is Bank, yeah.
I'm surprised JNails has not resigned. I don't know if he needs to see a hand of 7 curses to do it, but okay, close enough.
So that's it. E.Honda is the tournament bad manners champion, because after that game, I'm renaming this tournament bad manners, because that was awful.
That just happens.
That was an awful last game.
That's the minion for you every now and then. You can't really get too upset about this. This just happens.
Yeah, that. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations to E.Honda. Even if the last game was bad, the previous 3 games were still.
I mean, he did play better.
They were interesting. I liked those other 3 games, and there were certainly things to think about. And yeah, and this tournament in general, I think, has gone pretty well. I don't know if I would do double elimination if I were to do this again, but I would probably just increase the number of players to 32 and do single elimination or something. It seems faster that way. But anyway, thanks to everyone for watching, and to all 16 players who participated. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, really. Congrats to E.Honda, who wins 125. Also, congrats to JNails for playing really well, who wins $50 or whatever he wins. I guess 50. I already forgot. Anyway,
I thought it's 120, 50, 30, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.